This is my garage.
How's it going, guys? And welcome back to my garage. Alrighty, so yeah, we are picking up where we left off in the last episode. Still the same projects. The Dodge Charger is still here. The BMW E30 is up on the lift over there. And yeah, where we left the Ford Focus, it's still in the paint booth over here. So today I'm going to see how far we can get with this thing. We've got to sort out a couple more things and install a couple more body panels, which are missing, as you can see. And we've also got a little bit of rust to take care of. Well, actually, a lot of rust to be honest. So yeah, I think that is what we're going to start off with, is maybe the de-rusting. See how that is going to go. I don't know if it's going to give us the correct information here, because this seems to be a bit of a bug after the game has updated, so everything is kind of weird. So not sure what is up with that. Okay, it looks like, there we go. So yeah, that looks like it's picking up the same information as on the Dodge Charger here now, which is kind of strange. Yeah, seems to be with the Ford Focus, because now I'll probably pick up the information on the BMW. So not entirely sure what that is all about. But okay, so I guess we'll just go for looks then, as far as this is concerned. Might have to take this over to the paint booth in Middletown, just to sort it all out eventually, but I'll probably do that off camera. So I think we're just going to make this thing look as good as it can, and just see what is the story with this, because this is the only mod that's acting up a little bit weird so far, from what I can see. Alright, so there we go. Just blast all this rust away. I still wanted to check if the trim pieces are removable, which I think some of them are. Okay, let's just close the door again. I don't know if we're getting all the rust off of that A-pillar there. We've still got a whole bunch of rust here, and we're going to need a bag. So apparently, if you add more than one bag to the sandblaster, the rest goes to waste. Or at least that is a comment that I had in one of my other videos. So I don't know, we're just going to play it safe and just add them one at a time. And see how far we can get with this. So I was kind of thinking we're going to just paint this thing the original color, this blue, which is actually a very nice color. I like the way it looks on the car. So we'll just maybe stick with this and see how it's going to turn out with our wheels and tires that we're going to put on this thing. I don't know exactly yet what I want to do. So we're going to be testing a couple of sets of wheels, and as you guys can see, we've got some more money. So that is in fact from the Army Jason that has been sold to King, and he paid a total of 467,000 for the car, which is quite insane. I didn't expect it to bring as much money, but it did. So yeah, happy days. We are definitely not going to be struggling with cash flow anytime soon, or well, at least not on this series, because I was kind of thinking of starting from scratch again, but this time around we're going to start at the house and maybe see how it goes. So I'm thinking we'll probably go up until episode 50 in this series. Depends on how things work out, and when we finish off the projects, and then when we start from scratch, we'll see how it goes. But I know a lot of you guys would like to see some of the modded vehicles like the Toyota Supra, so we might have to have a look at that as well at some point. And I can't seem to get that rust off the door there, but you know what, I'm not gonna bother with it too much. And now let's see if this is still, yeah, it's still picking up the wrong information there. And I'll probably pick up the, yeah, see what I mean? That's a bit weird. Very strange. If we approach the Ram truck, okay, so wait a second, maybe this truck will have all the stars. Okay, just want to check this out, because it looks like every time we view information on another vehicle, it's transferred over to this one. See what I'm saying? That's a bit weird. I don't know if it's fixable anyway. 5.4, let's just see if that updates it. Yeah, it doesn't change anything here, so got no idea what's up with that, but okay. You know what, let's not worry about it too much. So we've got all of the rust off from what I can see here. It doesn't look like there's any more rust on it. So let's get some body panels for this thing. So we need the fenders, the hood, the bumpers, both front and rear bumpers. So let's do a little bit of shopping here and see if I can manage to find everything that we're going to need. Alright, let's just scroll down on the list here. Alright, body. Let's see what we can find. Okay, there's the front bumper. Front left fender, front right fender, the hood. Did I have to buy the hood? Yeah, I did. Okay. The roof, rocker panels. We don't need any of these. A rear bumper panel. What is that? That's probably the part where the bumper mounts to. And what is this rear panel? That's probably where the trunk hatch comes together. That's the floor. Firewall, front right panel. We don't need any of those. We don't need the doors. We need the rear bumper. We've got the hatchback. Well, the trunk for the hatchback. We've got a fuel door on it. And these are the white parts. Now we're going to need some accessories. So I wanted to check if the... whatchamacallit? The trim pieces. Yeah, if we take the trim pieces off, if they have got, you know, a percentage showing. If that is the case, we are going to replace all of the trim as well. We'll just grab this wrench for now. Okay, let's get this hood bolted down. Okay, nice. That's already coming together. Okay, then we'll buy some of the accessories and stuff we need. Already got some headlights. There should be a piece that goes into this bumper at the bottom there, and also some fog lights and stuff. So we'll get to that in a bit. We'll also need some bulbs for all of the lights. Okay, that's the rear bumper. Let's get our fenders on. This is the left hand side, well, right hand side, passenger side. Okay, bolted down, bolted down, bolted down. Okay, so that is fender installed. Okay, let's come and grab the other one. Yeah, this is the only problem, having your catalog so far away from where you are buying the stuff, or where you need the stuff. You have to carry it up one by one. But alright, there we go. So that is front end already looking pretty good. Okay, now as for the rear bumper, I got no idea where this actually mounts to, or how it bolts down. Can't recall. I might have to do a little bit of head bobbing here. See where this bolts down. I've got no idea at all. Okay, wait, there's one. And over there. Okay, so that is the bumper fitted. Are there some trim pieces for this? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. So let's maybe buy some more of the accessories that we need. There's the stock splitter. We need the front grille, the Ford logo, the bumper grille. Those are the signals that goes into the bumpers. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Windshield trim. Now, how does this work? Is this maybe something we've got on the car? It looks like this is something we've got, and that actually takes wear. So we are going to need our tools. Let me just grab the toolbox here. Okay, we are going to need our pry tool probably for that. So let's see what this is all about. So what is that? That is the... Okay, so we need to take that off again. Okay, so there's our windshield trim. Okay, and I actually wanted to change the color of this anyway, so we're just going to put this there for now. Okay, so this is our new windshield trim, which can go in. Looks like it just snaps into place. Right, so let's go and have a look at this real quick. Just want to see what it's going to look like if we change the color of it. Is it maybe this one? Yeah, that is the one. Right, so I'm going to use the color code that we used on pretty much everything that I do in black. Yeah, I think that looks pretty decent. Okay, now it's going to be a matter of mounting it. Okay, you have to aim it to the bottom. Okay, interesting. Learn something new every day about these mods. But alright, so that is that done. Let's see what's next. We've got our stock splitter, which also acts as a little bit of a cover over there. Yeah, I think that looks decent. Okay, now the question is, do the turn signals use bulbs? I guess they probably take bulbs, so we'll have to see. Here's our grill. Let's see if the Ford logo goes onto that, which it does. Okay, so this goes onto the front over here. Yeah, that's got screws. Okay, so we need to screw it down. Right over there. Right over there. I think we'll probably use that for the headlight as well. Or the headlights. How many bulbs do the headlights take? I don't know. We'll figure it out here in a second. Let's see if this actually goes into these. Yep, they do. Okay, that is a bit weird. Okay, so there's our blinkers. And I think these goes into the bumper directly. The grill, I think this just snaps in. Yeah, I don't see any screws to tighten down. Aren't there supposed to be... I think there are supposed to be fog lights in those. We'll see. I'll have to investigate that. Right turn signal. Let's just see what this does. I don't know if this needs a screwdriver or anything. It does. Okay, it's got a screw right over there. Okay, so there's our blinker for the front right, which isn't textured, but I can't really recall if these were actually textured before the URP update. I don't know. But okay, there's our other blinker. And we'll just screw it down over there as well. And we'll probably need it again for the headlight. Let's see. Headlights. I think these just take one headlight bulb. Which we should have 2 in here. So it should actually be fine. Okay, so pop you into there. And pop this one into there. Okay, so which side is this? This is the left. Okay, left headlight goes into there, and we've got some screws there. Okay, let's just take the screwdriver out here. Alright, so there's a screw right over there, and there's another one up there. Okay, so 2 screws, that holds that into place. Okay, let's grab the other one. Okay, and then we'll see what else we need. Not sure what I've bought now and what I haven't bought yet. We'll see what I still need to get from the catalog over there, but I think there's probably some more trim and some lights. Alright, so where were we? We were over here. Roof trim. Okay, I think we've got those, but we might have to replace them. Side glass trim left. Side glass trim right. Engine base seal. I think we need that. The 2 mirrors. The trunk trim. I think we'll probably have to replace it. I will also replace that, and there's the focus emblem, which we'll also replace. These are actually the things that I was a little bit wondering about the other day. These, what are these? Okay, yeah, those are the roof trims. I was concerned about the, I can't really recall exactly now. It was these, yeah, these rocker panel covers. Because if you guys remember correctly, we actually... What in the heck is this thing doing? So if I grab it, that's a bit weird. Left rocker panel cover. Okay, and we've got it. Alright, so this can go on, most probably. Alright, so yeah, that was why the rocker panel that I cut off was a little bit weird as well, probably. Okay, but there's our other one for the right hand side. Let's just grab this one as well. We'll quickly pop that onto there. Yeah, those just snap on. Alrighty, well, starting to figure this out one piece at a time. Okay, so where were we? We bought the rear wiper. There's the rear wiper. Okay. Right, left, what? Rear left hatchback trim. Okay. Left door trim. Right door trim. There's the stoplight. interior mirror. We haven't bought that yet. There's the rear bumper trim, and I think the mud flaps are actually optionable. Or optional. Yeah, optional. That's the word I'm looking for. There are the fog lights. And then we've got angel eye headlights. There's a cluster again showing up. And then we've got all the other bits and bobs over there. For the rally spec stuff. This is for our bumper. Okay, this can go onto there. Okay, so that looks somewhat complete. Okay, now the question is what bulbs goes into the fog lights? And also the question is, do they even take bulbs in these? I don't know. What is this? That is the trim. Okay. Yeah, lots of little nitty-gritty bobs, odd stuff here. I don't know what is going in this one. We don't have any bulbs in that left. Where's the other box of bulbs? Let's just see if these go in, because I think these will go into the taillight. Yeah, those will go in the taillights. Okay, so it looks like we managed to get it into this one. Not too sure how many bulbs will go in. Maybe 3 of those. You know what? Let's buy some headlight bulbs as well. We'll go over to LAD because it won't show up in the modded car stuff. Okay, so we'll see. We'll keep adding bulbs until it doesn't want to take any more bulbs, I guess. Okay, let's see. I think it's probably going to be 3 bulbs. Oh no, that went into the other one. Okay, so... Right, well... Let's just see if it wants to take any more bulbs here, anywhere, anything, nothing. Okay. Alright, might as well get this out of the box and just put it on our shelf over there. And that is empty. Let's check if the fog lights actually take headlight bulbs. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we'll just put this on the shelf then, I guess. Alright, well, lots of nitty-gritty stuff to figure out which headlight are we, taillight are we missing, the right-hand side. Okay, so this probably will screw down. So let's come and pop this one in. Okay, and how does that... okay, it doesn't look like it's got any screws or anything. So it could just be pry tool removal stuff, you know. Alright, interesting. Okay, let's see if the left one can come off with the pry tool. Okay, grab that. And there we go. Pop that out. Okay, there's our old busted taillight. And we'll just pop this one in and then that is sorted. Now as for the windows and stuff. Okay, this looks like the trim. Doesn't look like we've got any glass in that. Unless if the glass actually mounts to the trim. It looks like there's glass in this one. Okay, but there's no glass in this one. Okay, so we are missing some glass. But it's okay, we'll just replace everything. Alright, so let's quickly have a look at this thing. This is our engine bay seal, which goes there. What is going to cover this gap over there? Is that probably going to be the windshield? I think it might actually cover that, so we'll have to get it installed and figure this out. Where does this go? Trim. Oh, this is for there. Okay, so this goes onto the side over here. Okay, so out with the old. And let's pop the new one on. What is that? Rear right? Oh, or, yeah, rear right. Now, why doesn't it want to go on? Okay. Does the old one want to go back on? No, it doesn't. Okay, so I found another bug. Alright, you know what? If it's not going to go back on, then what's the point in installing any of these at this point? We'll just leave it. Wait a minute. There we go. Alright, so you just have to be in the right spot for it. Okay, yeah, these trims are all bad anyway, so good thing we are replacing them. Because we want to try and make this car perfect. And, yeah, we'll get to that. Right. No, this is left. There's the right. Okay, let's see if this goes on. Yeah, those don't have a problem. The ones on the door seem to be working with us. Okay, there's the left-hand one, and that is also being pretty weird. Alright, well, I guess that's just the way it is. Alright, let's come and pop this on. This has got a similar issue as the B200's hardtop cover. And getting this thing mounted is an absolute pain in the rear end. There's got to be a way of doing this. Okay, so we need to aim it somewhere here. I just saw the tick. Come on. Where were you? Alright, so there. And then that goes on like that. Okay. Alright, pop this trim off as well. There we go. That is our old trim. We'll just replace it anyway, because we already got brand new ones. Okay, so this can go onto the door, hopefully without too many hassles. Okay, have to aim it like that. Okay, what is cooking back here? We've got no rear window, or, well, wiper. We do have got the window, but I don't know if these actually take wear. Don't see any percentage on that, so that is fine, I guess. Let's grab the wiper blade for the rear, because we bought it. So there that is. This is our rear wiper. I don't think it functions. It doesn't work or anything like that. It's just for looks. Does that even have the... Yeah, I don't even see the actual rubber on it. But you know what? I guess it's quite a little bit detailed. Just having it, at least. This trim should pop off with the logo. Okay, now, does the logo also take wear? Yeah, that's probably not going to come off. Okay, this is just being... It's just going to be a pain in the ass now. Where in the hell did this thing go now? Can we get up? Thanks. Okay, guys, I've got no idea where that piece of trim went now. You know what? We're just going to replace it anyway. Looks like it needs to have the Ford badge as well. Alright, which we are going to have to go back to the Ford Focus Mark 1. Okay, all the way down in the list. And we are still on accessories, so this should hopefully work out. And just like that. There's our Ford logo. So that actually goes to the front grille and at the back. Alright, definitely figuring stuff out about this car. There we go, look at that. That's our rear end pretty much sorted. We still need the stoplight. Yeah, the stoplight is missing. And is this... Oh, that's the... Oh my god, let me just... Come on. Put everything back. Alright, what else did we pop off of this thing now? Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay, what else do we need to do? This is the fog lights. Let's see how they go in. I think they'll probably just pop in wherever they want to go. Alright, let's get the other one. If I can find it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Walking around with the pry tool is not the best idea. Let's just put that back in the toolbox for now. Okay, so the front end looks like it's sort of complete. I was wondering about the wiper motor. I think, if I remember this correctly, the wiper motor for this car is, in fact, the rat wiper motor. So you might have to do a little bit of shopping in that category as well. But let's get these things popped in. We'll just put everything on the car that is currently laying on the floor there. Alright, come on. This one goes onto this side. We still need to pop this one out. Okay. Alright, I didn't need the wrench. We'll probably just need the pry tool for most of these things. Oh, wait a second. We took the window out. Okay, so the window is actually something that we can put back in. Okay, so this can go onto there. And then the window can go into there. Okay, I still wanted to check something real quick. This glass, which we have got this glass. Yeah, it doesn't take wear, so that can go back on. Okay, so we've got the door glass in this door. Do we have glass in this door? No, we don't. Okay, so that looks like we need to buy the left glass for everything here on this side. I just wanted to check something because I'm a little bit suspicious of broken glass on a car. Because usually they break when you are in an accident. It doesn't look like we've got any dents whatsoever on this car, so it should be good in that regard. Alright, let's continue. What else do we still have that needs to go on? There's a couple of roof trim pieces. We've got... Do these things go in the backpack? No, they don't. So we are going to have to carry everything one by one. Alright, so let's go and replace the roof trims. Okay, so this is for the left. Yeah, this car has got a lot of trim pieces and nitty-gritty stuff for us to figure out here. Yeah, I think all of this gets worn because it's got percentages. Okay, the side trim. Pop that off of there. There we go. That's the one off. You still got this one. Okay, and pop that onto there. And now, rear view mirror. How does that go on? Does this actually screw down, or is this just going to be one of those things that also just pops into place? I think this probably goes to the windscreen. Okay, so we might need the windscreen first. What is this? Oh, there's something laying over here, which is the stoplight, of course. And this might actually need a bulb as well. Come to think of it. Okay, let's see. I think it's one of these. No? Doesn't get one of those? Okay. Alright, well, it was worth a shot, I guess. Okay, so we'll put that back down on the shelf. Right hand side mirror. Okay, let's see how these go on. They might also just pop on. Yeah, looks like it's just a pry tool thing. Seems to be what it is. Alright, doesn't seem to fall off or come off if I touch it, so I think that is good. Alright, so our car is getting there. Slowly but surely, as I would always like to say. Alright, so let's move over to the Windows category. I just wanted to double check this emblem. I bought it, but I've got no idea if... oh, wait, here it is. Okay. So do we still need this? Yeah, we don't have this on. Okay, so that goes over there. Okay. Happy with that. We managed to get one of those on. I don't see the other one I bought at first here. It's probably gone through the floor. Alright, so we've got that. We've got all of these things. Everything seems to be good. I don't think we're going to put mud flaps on this car. Okay, so we are going to move over to the window category. Alright, so we need the windshield. Okay. I wanted to see about that rear view mirror. How does that go on? It looks like it goes onto here. Okay, let's see how this is mounted. Is it any screws? Nothing. Okay, so that just sticks on the mirror. Well, on the windshield, you know. Kind of makes sense. I mean, that's pretty much how my real life car's rear view mirror is mounted. Okay, then we need these two pieces of glass. Okay, and this should just pop in somewhere. Alright, just like that. And I will come and pop this one in. Okay, that's the left window into place. So we've got that glass. Okay, let's just do it like this. We can actually see the reflections on them. Alright, so it looks like we've got all of the glass in this thing. Alright, what are we missing? It looks like we are missing something here. I don't know. Well, we could probably do the rest of the interior because I haven't sorted that out yet. I'm not too sure. What is this? That's a screw, okay. No, give me the screwdriver. Alright, is this how this thing comes off? Is it the screw? No, it's not a screw, it's a bolt. Okay, is that a bolt? It is too, okay, which kind of makes sense because by default these things are usually bolted down. Alright, so we are just going to go with black interior because that is available in the catalog. And I actually think black interior is a nice fit for this car. Okay, so let's get the rest of the missing interior pieces. If I can remember everything I need to buy. We did buy quite a bit of stuff already. So we've got all of this. We've got the steering column, steering wheel. We need that. This and the two door panels, the rear seats, and we need the passenger seat. Alright, I think we've got everything else already. Okay, so let's start with the back seat. Pop that into there. And how does this bolt? Yeah, that's a bolt. Okay. Alright, and same on this side. We've got a bolt over there. Okay, great stuff. And let's maybe grab these parts first. What is this? This is the driver's side door. Okay, yeah, you have to be a little bit particular with this in mounting it. I think it's just the one bolt. Yeah, I think it is. Alright, so that looks good. And what is this? Let's do this one. A rear left interior panel. Snap that into there and then we'll just bolt down. Can we reach it from here? Okay. Not too difficult. Alright, let's do this one. Alright, now get it bolted down just like that. And let's grab our other door panel here. And then last but not least, we've only got our passenger seat to mount. Okay, and that's got a bolt down there. Alright, so that is door panels sorted. And we've got our passenger seat. What is that? Okay, that's just the empty boxes of bulbs. Alright, so this has got 4 bolts. 2 at the front and 2 at the back. Alright, zip it down and way over there's another one. Alrighty, so there we go. There's our little compact Ford Focus. So it doesn't look like it's got any panels going on the back of the hatch here. That looks a little bit unfinished. Unless if I missed it. Let me just check this out real quick. That's only the trunk interior. There's no trunk panel or anything like that. I don't see anything under accessories for it. Let me just double check. Yeah, there's nothing. Did I put... What was this again? I can't remember. Trim... Okay, those were the side trims. Okay. Alright, that we did. I don't know what the mud flaps will look like. Spoiler and spoiler 2. Splitter 2. What is this spoiler? Oh, this is a part of the rally kit, I guess. I don't know if it's going to suit the car that we've got here. No, that is definitely not going to work on this build. Alright, that'll have to come off again. Yeah, I thought this was something that was missing on the car, but it doesn't look like that is it. Alright, so spoiler 2, was that the one we bought now? I think it is, yeah. No, it's not. This is spoiler 2. What is this? Do we have this? Do we still need this? The question is, do we want that? Yeah, I don't think so, guys. This is a little too much. And yeah, now we took the freaking trunk carpet out again. Alright, so be careful when you are working with your tools in the trunk. Well, With your pride tool for that matter. Alright, let's see. We're gonna take this off. This bad license plate, which is probably, yeah, it's worn to hell, so gonna replace it anyway. Okay, so I think what we're going to do next is we are going to be painting this bad boy. So 1E2354. Alright, let's change it. What is changing it again? It's 1E2354. I think that is it. Select color, and let's see how big did I make this thing. Now it's very small. Let's put it on big and paint it, and I can't really see what the heck I'm doing, so let's just do it like this. And there we go. We are going to be painting this thing, and just make it the original color. I'm gonna have to clear coat this thing and polish it as well, so that is going to be a whole lot of fun. And we're gonna have quite a bit of a cha-ching every time we release the nozzle or the spray gun's trigger. But this should go quick with the paint spray gun mod here. This is actually a very effective way of painting your car since the update, and it's the only thing that is really available at the moment other than spray cans. But I think we'll probably take this thing over to the to the service center and get it painted there, just to make sure we are on point with the whole paint job on this car, because that'll also take care of the rust that we might have still somewhere, seeing as our information isn't really updating. Yeah, it seems to be broken for this mod for some reason. Okay, spray paint. Let's just keep going. I still need to do the roof properly. I'd have to do the rocker panels. Just be sure to get those. So this is going to be a very matte blue paint job. And we do kind of have a little rinky-dinky spoiler back there, and I think that over there, that imperfection, is not something we're going to be able to fix like this. That is also one of the reasons why we'll take this thing over to the paint booth and just get it repainted there, which might actually also do the clear coat for us again. And we are going to have to polish it again, but I think for this video we are going to be doing the clear coat just to see how it works. And this is also a pretty good test for the mod to see if everything is, you know, working as it's supposed to work paint wise. So I don't know. Oh, we still missed over there. Oh, there's also some shiny bits on the fender here. Let's just paint that up. Alright, so we still need to do this little bit on the roof over here. And we could probably just jump up here with the no clip. Just get that figured out. And now I can't really tell if there's anywhere that we missed because of the paint star problem not adjusting or changing. But I think let's just do a quick check here. We'll do the door jams properly, because those are always fun to get to. And there's still some rust that we missed. Yeah, that'll be sorted out in the paint booth over at the service center, because I'm going to drive this car over there anyway and just get it repainted, take care of all the rust, because it's yeah, the rust removal on modded cars, you guys know it by now, it's a little bit finicky. So for that reason I just like to do the work, and then just to sort it out we'll take it over to the paint shop over in Middletown. And that way I know everything is perfect, because it's very hard to do it like this if you are doing it for real. But okay guys, so that is now painted. And now I need to try and see if I can do the clear coat, which, I don't know, we probably don't have enough spray cans for this. But we'll go and grab a couple more cans here in a second. But let's just, yeah, look at that. Isn't that satisfying? Just bringing that shine to the paint. Yeah, that is looking pretty good. Yeah, I must say this is definitely a very nice feature now. Being able to paint your vehicles, and if you don't want to do the clear coat, you don't have to do it. You can actually leave the car matte. It's a good thing that we've got that option now. Hence the Army Jason, because I think that car actually turned out beautiful with its matte paint job. And I haven't really checked the barn after closing it if it actually saved, but I think the winner of the auction should have actually contacted me by now if he had any issues with it. So I think it's probably okay. Okay, so I don't think we're going to bother polishing this car. Well, yeah, we are going to do it because I actually want to see how it turns out and if it actually works. I might have to go and buy some more clear coat here in a bit. So, yeah, guys, it is very doable to spray paint your car. It's definitely not something that's impossible. So the developer definitely made this something you can do at least. We have a little bit of elbow grease and a little bit of time. Okay, we missed over here at the bumper. Let's spray paint back here. And you can see that orange peel effect. Now, why am I... Oh, yeah, it's too close to the car. That's why it's happening. Sometimes if you are... I don't know. It's as if the game is detecting you are under the vehicle and it doesn't want you to get back up. That happens quite a lot. Okay, we are out of paint. Or clear coat for that matter. So let's go and grab some more clear coat. Okay, so I think maybe another couple of cans. We should be golden. Just grab 5. There they are. Okay. Okay, let's see how this works. I'm just going to chuck these on the floor here. And we'll see what we need to do. Okay, where were we? We were actually busy over here. Okay, looks like we need to continue from here. Okay, door jams. Yeah, you can still see the old color coming through there on this leading edge over there. Okay, there we go. That is painted. And now I think the next thing I'm going to do for this car is probably the wheels and tires. We're going to see what that looks like. I might grab something from the outs wheel pack for this and see how they fit. We should be able to move this thing up onto the lift because it is running and driving. I did drive this thing in the last episode. And I actually checked the engine oil again just to make sure it is still showing up as full of oil, and it was fine. So I think we should be good. Okay, need a new paint can. Okay, here we go. Let's continue. Yeah, this rocker panel down here, I didn't really pay too much attention to that, but I think it'll be fine. As long as it looks good, I'm going to be happy. But yeah, for a junkyard car, this is quite a bit of an improvement. There we go. Let's get this bumper all nice and shiny. Ah, we haven't done the driver's side door yet. Alright, there we go. That is our bumper painted. It almost looks as if the paint was faded in some spots if you missed it. So if you really want to build yourself a true beater that looks like it's got some, damaged clear coat, it is quite doable now. Which is pretty cool. I think it's actually pretty cool. And also maybe if you painted some of the body panels to have orange spleel and some of them completely dull. Some lost, clear coat where the sun would usually catch it in real life. I think that'll actually be pretty cool to build a car like that. Especially for like when we are doing a roleplay series again and role-playing that we are picking up a sun damaged car, you know, sunburnt, clear coat, paint job on the vehicle. That'll be actually pretty good. Pretty cool. Alright, now obviously the last thing that still need to figure out is this roof. But it looks like the clear coat actually covers very well. It's not something that you struggle with as much. It's as if the coverage is bigger. But okay. I think she looks good. We still needed to do door jams. So let's just open these up. Let's just see if this door jam is fine. I think it's good. Yeah, I think I may have actually gotten this. Where did I maybe miss? Maybe on this door on the inside. I don't know. Let me just make sure of this. Well, I think that looks good. Yeah, these door jams look good. Okay, is there anything still showing up unpainted or uncleared? Oh, there's a crap ton of rust over there. Okay, you know what? Let's maybe just try and fix that real quick. Which is going to mean another layer of paint on this, but should be able to sort it out relatively easily. We still got our color code here. Okay. Alright, let's just do this touch up real quick. Oh, come on, stand up. Okay, there we go. Clear that up again. Alrighty, there we go. That doesn't look too bad. Alright, let's just close the trunk again. We'll just give it another quick paint over here. Okay, we definitely messed something up on that over here. Alright, let's just fix that. And on this side, yep, same story. Okay, where's our clear coat? Alright, let's just spray that up again. Did we also mess up the paint job over there? Looks like it. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna have to touch that up as well. You can barely see it, but there's a little bit of an imperfection there now, so that's probably from our sandblasting now. Yeah, I think that should do it. I think that should do it. Okay, let's just cover that up again. Alrighty, great stuff. That looks pretty decent. Yeah, I actually love the satisfaction that you get from turning your matte paint job into clear coat paint job. And there's some more mist spot over here. Yeah, so you can definitely take your time and try and perfect your paint job. And now, as you are going to be polishing your car, you'll probably see a lot more imperfections and stuff that you'll have to go back and touch up, and that is kind of what it's about now. With this new update, you need to try and see how perfect you want to make your car, and decide how far you want to go with it. Alright, we are going to need our polishing disc, because now let's see how this is going to work. Can clearly see we've got quite a bad paint job on this, well, orange peel on this. So now let's see how this works. Yeah, just a quick tap and you can see the difference already. And that is actually covering quite far. Yeah, would you look at that? Orange peel is just disappearing in front of our eyes here. Yeah, but these wheels definitely don't suit the car. Well, in my opinion, I don't think they suit the car very well. It's not really a design you would have on a Ford Focus like this. Yeah, so there's definitely something cooking over here, but I'm thinking if we take this to the paint shop in Middletown, it'll just sort that all out without any problems. And yeah, the polishing work seems to be going pretty well on the modded car. We'll also be testing it on the BMW E30 and see how that works. But I think it's actually doing very well. I did notice the frames FPS drops quite a bit if you are doing this. It's as if it's very resource intensive what we are doing here. Changing the textures, you know, that's pretty much what it's doing here. Alright, but yeah, there we go. That is one polished Ford Focus. We might have to do a little bit of door jams still, and on the roof here. But I think she's pretty much there now. Not bad at all. That is a pretty blue. I like this blue. Oh, I forgot the door mirrors. We'll need to polish that up as well. Okay, let's check our the fuel filler cap. We haven't done that yet. And our trunk here at the back hasn't been polished much. Rear bumper. Yeah, it's kind of, you get into that point where you don't remember where you've been, and then you kind of want to just go over it again just to make sure. There we go, we've got that sorted, and we'll also do the inside of the door for what it's worth. And let's go down here, polish that up. Pretty nifty. And let's just do the other side. There's one more thing that I didn't even check, was under the hood. Okay, so the paintable parts aren't inside the engine like on a base game car. So that's fine. We'll just quickly do this door jam as well. And there we see we've got a little imperfection there, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. I mean, we still got a little bit of rust over there sticking out. So yeah, but I think it's overall not too bad. It's definitely doable. Alrighty guys, so there we go. I think that is good enough. I'm not gonna spend too much time with the polishing. So I think it's time for us to get this thing out of the paint shop. I'm going to move it over to the lift and see if we can lift this bad boy up again. And then we are going to be changing the wheels. Okay, so turn the wheel, we'll start it up, and there we go. That little inline 4 dual overhead cam is purring away. Alright, now I'm just going to have to try and see if I can manage this in first person. Otherwise, I'll just rather go into third person so that I don't end up wrecking this poor thing. Because we literally just put this thing together. But man, look at that. Yeah, this thing is definitely looking like a car again. And our brake lights, blinkers, and everything should actually work. Yeah, we've got all brand new bulbs in it, so really no doubt about it. But the center stoplight doesn't work, and I've tried to put a bulb in it, so I don't know what's the deal with that. But alright, there we go. So just turn that off. Handbrake up. Alright, and where's our... Oh, the tunnel mesh is still there. I didn't see it there for a second. Okay, now we are going to be doing wheels and tires, which will probably be the last little touch, except from... Well, for the license plates. I want to go and get some license plates and maybe some window tint. We're going to see if it works. And if the window tint works, then it's great. If it doesn't work, we'll just have to leave it be. But alright, so... wheels and tires is what's going to make this thing look a little bit different. And we've got this adjustable coil over springs as well. So yeah, these are pretty good to have around the shop. Just as some, you know, temporary wheels to get the car off the ground. So they definitely served us quite well for this build. And I'm thinking also on the BMW E30 we are going to be doing... a 5-lug conversion, because that way we can actually mount some more variety of wheels on that car. Because let's face it, the 4-lug wheels, they don't really have that many options. Well, at least not base game options. So I think 5-lug hubs is just going to be a bit better. It's going to give us a little bit more options. And yeah, speaking of options, let's come and have a look at the catalog here. We're going to go over to Out's Cat Wheel Pack. I think it's over here. We need to probably head over to accessories, because I think it falls under accessories. And right off the bat, I was actually hit with this one in the face, you know, this rim. But let's just have a quick look around. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything really suitable, in my opinion, for this car. I think these might actually be the ones. Okay, so those are the 4 rims. Man, look at those beauties. Okay. And now we need to find the tires, which, yeah, this is the reason why you need the BMW pack as well. Because I figured out this is the only place where you can find the tires. There we go, we've got our tires, and we are already in the tire room, and now I've never seen that in my life. Now that is interesting. Alright, well, I guess that is probably something that is possible. I mean, let's just take a moment to have a look at this, guys. What in the heck? Those two are turning that way, and that one is turning the opposite way, because obviously it is actually... That is really how it works. Although you wouldn't want to be doing this with your brand new alloy wheels, you know. That is not that is not something you would want to do with your brand new freaking set of wheels. Roll them on the ground without tires on, you know. But okay, there's our first tire mounted. Okay, so where are the valve stems on this now? Because we need to air these up. I think we'll do them one at a time. Mount the tire, air them up. So we'll go to 2 bar. I think 2 bar is just it's a safe level of this, and we haven't used the air compressor model yet. Well, I think I have actually used it, but probably off camera. Let's see if this thing actually does the job still. Where are the... Okay, there's it. Okay, so let's just see where. Okay, so there's the emblems. So the emblem is facing upright, and then it's at the bottom. Okay, so it's over there. Okay, let's get this to 2 bar. Alright, now the moment of truth is, do these wheels actually fit under the arches? And are they sticking out too far? Are they too big? They actually look perfect. They don't stick out too far, and they don't sit too far inwards, so we don't need spaces. I think they are good. Alright, would you look at that? That is our first wheel on, and I can already tell you guys this is kind of the look I was going for. This is exactly what I thought it would look like. Okay, so let's see. Once again, we've got our emblem over here, so this means the valve stem is down here somewhere. It looks like we need to kind of make sure of this. Where is it again? There it is. Okay. Alright, so it's kind of sitting under the little lip over there on the rim. Okay, so that is fine. We've got our second wheel ready to rock and roll. Pop that onto there. Do we have any clipping on the inside? Most probably, yeah. It's going to clip through the exhaust, which is a bit of a bummer. But you won't really see it if the car is lowered down. I mean, so, yeah, what the heck. That is looking pretty mean. Yeah, it's also clipping through some of the suspension there a bit. But you know what, that's just the thing about this. We can't really see it, and it still looks fairly decent, at least. Let's get our third one mounted. Yeah, this is a lot of rinse and repeat. Alrighty, and mount that one. Okay, next. Tire pressure. Oh crap, I should have put it back. Okay. You know what, it doesn't really matter. I think just need to make sure you mount it back onto the air compressor and then put it back. Otherwise it doesn't work for some reason. I've noticed that before. Okay, let's air that one up. Pop that back onto there. Where's our wrench? Okay, pop you on here. Bolt it down. Perfect. And the last one. Alrighty, and here's our last tire. Okay, last one can be aired up real quick, and then we're going to mount this thing. Then I want to see if we lower the car down, take it for a little bit of a drive. Just see what it looks like if we adjust our suspension a bit. Okay, I was used to clicking to air up. But okay, there we go. Wheels are aired up. Okay, let's get this one onto the car as well. And then we're going to do a little bit of adjustments to the suspension once we lower this bad boy down. Gotta see what she looks like with her new shoes. Alrighty, let's just put that down. Okay, and we're going down. Yeah, we can definitely adjust it down a bit because those gaps are a little bit too wide or too big at the top of those arches. So they are almost a little bit too small for the wheel arches, these wheels, you know, but it actually kind of works. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be a bit of a concern. I have to glitch myself into this thing. Okay, we'll go down 3 on each end and just see what it looks like. Okay, that is already looking a little bit better. Alright, let's go down another 1 on each, I think. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one. Come on. There we go. Alright, how's that looking? I think that looks pretty good. Alright, now we're going to grab ourselves a screwdriver. Where the heck is the toolbox? It's probably still all the way in here. Okay, let's grab our screwdriver. Because we're going to go and buy some license plates and also get a roll of window tint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows that I'm going to be tinting. So 1 roll should be enough. And let's just sit down. Get this thing fired up again. Yeah, I don't know if I like the sound of this engine. It hasn't really got a very sporty sound. Alright, but yeah, she definitely shifts. Alright, we are driving our rear wheel drive lowered Ford Focus. But yeah, I actually don't enjoy driving in this game since this URP update because things are just way too buggy and laggy and get these little mini lag spikes. It's just a little too weird. I don't know why it's happening. Alright, let's turn that off. But then again, it's probably something to do with some of the mods I've got that are broken. Still installed mods. But alright, let's get some...
Someone is hosting rally events around the country.
yeah, okay. Get some window tint. We're going to grab the roll tint number 3. Let's see what happens with this. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Right, now let's grab some license plates. There's a bunch of stuff here that you cannot see. We're just going to buy random plates. Are those fine? Yeah, they sometimes show up and they've got like very bad lettering on them. So I tend to sometimes buy a couple of these and just keep getting rid of them. But if they've got 6 letters, then it's all mixed and then I'm happy. So yeah, that looks relatively good. Nothing really special about this car, except maybe for the engine that I've got in this thing and the wheels. But other than that, this is pretty much a stock standard Ford Focus. Well, for the game, seeing as it's rear-wheel drive, it's not really considered stock there now, is it? But yeah, it actually turned out pretty well. And I'm quite happy with how it turned out, guys. So yeah, drop your comments down below. What do you guys think of the little Ford Focus? And I don't know if I just called it a Mustang again. But yeah, I've been calling this thing a Mustang Mustang for a couple of episodes now. But okay, guys. There we go. That is going to be a wrap for this episode. I know this car still needs a little bit of de-rusting, but I'm going to go and take care of that over at the service center off camera. But yes, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that either. And then I will see you all on the flip side.
This is my garage. Wheels keep spinning on the highway. Good things happen in the driveway. Having good days with the good boys. I don't think that I'm leaving today.